Hello, my name is Paula and I'm also known as Willow Moon, and I'm doing this video today because I have a couple of Facebook groups and we were discussing videos. I agreed to do a couple and a few people mentioned what type of topics they would like. One of the topics was very beginners level altar tools, so that if you just happen to go to a ceremony and you see them there, you're wondering what they are, yes, you can get books and you can read up on it, but you can have two perfectly good books and those two books can differ. So I think sometimes the best way to learn is just purely by word of mouth and sharing information, which is what we're doing now. Obviously anything I say, some people won't agree with it because this is my take on it. I'm eclectic and I just do it as I like to do it, and that's about it. But as a beginner's guide, yes, this is fine. So I'm going to start off with the athame. This is an athame. The sides are blunt. This bit is sharp, as you can see. I had a little accident picking it up and taking it out, so you do have to be very careful. An athame is always blunt because it never cuts. You never use it for cutting, so you wouldn't pick up your herbs and chop them up on it, so you wouldn't open up your packet of candles using it. This is a sacred tool and it represents the god. If you want to cut something, you would use a crafting knife. I stole this off my husband. Haha. Well, if he sees the video, he'll know. Okay, right. This is mine though. And my lovely husband bought it for me in Llandudno. And this is super. You can use it to cut herbs with like this, or you can, you know, do chopping, dicing, slicing. You can use it. I like to use it like that when I'm using a candle and I want to scratch something onto the candle. So these are for cutting, but this is a sacred tool. So we have the athame, and that represents the god, and we have chalice that represents the goddess. This is just from a charity shop, absolutely brilliant. These are really nice with candles in, so if you're ever passing a charity shop and you see any various colours, especially their fire watercolours, brilliant, pop a candle in, tea light, they're wonderful. So it represents like the womb of the goddess. This represents the god. So we know what we're doing now. Saying more, in case anybody under 18 is watching that. Also, this could represent the goddess as well, the bell. And this could represent the goddess. And this is more of a god type of shape. I have got one that's a very much of a god type of shape, but I won't show that in case it gets blocked. Yes, this is my wand. Wands are great fun. You can use them instead of the athame, and you can use them for casting a circle. You can also use your finger for casting a circle. So none of these things are absolutely essential, but they're very nice to use. I tend to use it more for focusing and meditating and releasing energy. The spiral goes downwards, starts at the top and goes clockwise downwards, so I use it for drawing energy into me and then pointing it down to the ground for releasing energy. But it's entirely up to yourself what you use the magic for. I've never turned anybody into a frog, but if I knew how to do that, I would do. No, I wouldn't. This can represent air, and this can represent air. But in some cases, where this would represent fire, it represents air, and well, this would represent fire. This is where you get differing of opinions, but just for beginners, I would say this is a fire tool, this is an air tool, this is earth and grounding, and water you could use. It contains water, or you can have a scrying bowl. So that's about it really. I will go into other things such as what actually happens in the ritual and things like that, but to begin with, just for today, That's all, because I just wanted to explain a little tiny bit about the altar tools, just a beginner's basic, and this is my very first video where I'm explaining something, so I think I might well stop now. I'll quit now while I'm behind. So anyway, lovely to meet you. Any questions, this will be getting posted on YouTube, so you can either contact me in the group or post the question on YouTube. Okay, lovely to see you. Bye bye.